can be possible. Yes, I want to show you how to build your own economy. That's what this presentation is all about. How you can, create that future you want, economically, financially, and otherwise, and how you can secure it as well. It's not just, having it, but then making sure you secure it, that as the years passes by, you don't have to be so scared. You don't have to be afraid of what the economy, of course, especially what the world economy is saying or what the world economy is doing. But you'll be so confident that no matter how the economy changes, you're already building and creating your own economy that suits you. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's dive in and see what this opportunity or what this presentation has for us. Yes. So before I go on to start talking about what's happening around us, I'd like to inform those of us who are new that, hey, we are partners with an international global business or company known as Alliance in Motion Global. We are partners. We are business partners with Alliance in Motion Global. Alliance in Motion Global is an international company that is headquartered in the Philippines. Yes, can somebody write it on the chart? Philippines, yeah. That's where this organization have their head office. And so we have presence, we've branched out to many countries, over 40 of them as at the last count. And Nigeria is one of the countries where this company is doing business. And we've been around in Nigeria for almost 13 years now. Yes, we started in 2012. For those that would like to know, we commenced business operation 2012 in Nigeria. And as we speak right now, Nigeria is hosting 8 branch offices in 8 cities. Yes, for those of us who would like to physically visit our office whenever you can, in as much that the new normal, the new norm now, it's all about, working with your, system, your laptop, your phone. That's the new normal. You can do your business seamlessly now, wherever you choose to be. Location is not a problem for us in this business. Well, if you'd like to visit any of our offices, we'd like to inform you that we have presence in about 8 cities, namely Lagos, Abuja, Ibadan, Warri, Port Harcourt, Uyo, Onitsha. Yes, these are places, and Kano will have presence. So if you want to visit any of our business office, please feel free. We would like to welcome you so that you can see things for yourself, especially those of us who are Thomases. You know what I mean? They want to see, not just hear. They just want to behold it and be sure that I saw it with my 2 kuru eyes, not be then tell me. Okay? All right. So guys, having said this, already we've been able to use this opportunity to create a lot of multi-millionaires. Yes, I'm talking about people, who are earning, good income every blessed day, because our system, pays out every day. For those of us who are interested in making money every day, if you like to get paid, you want to be receiving a bank credit alert every single day, this is your time, this is your moment. We've been enjoying this for almost 13 years in Nigeria. I know a lot of people get surprised when we tell them that every day, we receive bank credit alert from our business partners. It's been going on for, 12 years plus now, and we're not planning to stop it. It's solid, it's powerful. We've been able to create not less than 4,000 to 5,000, multi-millionaires in Nigeria. Yes, I'm talking about people who have earned nothing less than 5 million and above. We have people who have earned over 500 million, 600, 700, 800 million naira, getting to 1 billion naira in this business opportunity. So it may interest you if that's the kind of money you're looking for. You're looking at earning 500 million, 600, 800 million, or 1 billion naira. This is the home of it. I'm one of those guys who have enjoyed this kind of privilege in this wonderful system. And that's why we're so, excited and passionate to let our people know that something good is happening around us, okay? So ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about what's going on around the world. You could see that, technology has taken over. The world is changing so fast. What do I mean? For those of us who are familiar, you will see that a lot of new words are coming up. Lately, we began to hear artificial intelligence. We began to hear cryptocurrency. I mean, I can go on and tell us a lot of things that were not existed in the last 5, 6, or 10 years. But today, it is the trend, it is the in thing, it is what is creating wealth for everybody. So the world is changing so fast. We know that the things you know yesterday, you can wake up today, it is no more what it is. That's what is going on in the world. And it has made a lot of us, guys, if you can bear me witness, it has made a lot of our brothers and sisters out there, a lot of our friends and family members, they are finding it difficult to cope. They are finding it difficult, to be financially stable. Their means of earning, their means of income have been disrupted. I'm talking especially those of us, who have followed the old formula of go to school, get a good grade, and come out and get a good job. My brother, my sister, if you're still telling your children that language, it simply means that you're one of the lost souls, because it is no more working in today's world. Most people who followed that pattern or that formula, as I speak with you today, they are languishing in poverty. Their families are wasting in poverty. Things are not normal with them. And the most annoying thing about it is that government, the system don't care about what is going on with you or what is going on with those people. And so, ladies and gentlemen, as the world is changing fast, the question is, can you keep up with it? It's your business model, it's your business system capable of coping up with what is going on today. Look at our own economy, Nigeria. Lately, we realized that our currency, got devalued. What happened is that overnight, prices shoot up. Groceries, food, gas, petrol, everything, transportation, shoot up to over 1,000 or even more than 1,000%. And funny enough, the income did not increase. I hope somebody is hearing the message. Yes. Funny enough, all this increase that happened, the devaluation of the naira, did your income increase? The government increase salaries and all that? No, but rather what we're seeing today is that many people are losing their jobs. Companies are shutting down. People are so scared. People are so afraid, because even those who are working as we speak right now tonight, people who have to go to work tomorrow or who went to work today, trust me, they are not sure of tomorrow, because they are so scared that they might get to their office tomorrow and what is going to happen? They will be laid off. Company might give them a letter and that becomes the end of it. And so, guys, all these happenings across the world. The question remains, how do we survive? How do we keep up with all this? How do we cope? And funny enough, technology is not making things easier. I hope somebody is hearing me. Technology is already making things so difficult that as we look into the future, you will agree with me, ladies and gentlemen, that machines are now taking over the jobs. For those of us who are still planning to go and get their master degree, go and get their PhD and all that, are we saying education is not good? No, education is awesome, it's powerful. Yes, but it's about educating your mind, educating yourself with the right information, because some of us, the knowledge we're seeking, by the time you are done with that knowledge, you might realize that the world have left you behind. I'm talking about those of us who are going in there to get their master's degree, get their first degree, get their PhD, all because in their mind they are thinking of getting a job. Guys, machines have taken over. In the next couple of years, say 5, 10 years from today, many of us will realize that their company, their offices, their businesses don't need them anymore, because what is happening, the machines will have taken over everything. A good example, I'm going to share this with you, is what happened within the banking system. A couple of years ago, we had mass retrenchment, mass sacking of bankers. How did that happen, guys? It wasn't the fault of this guy. It wasn't that they are not good or they are not that educated or they are not sound. Well, fortunately, machines took over. We all saw how the ATM machine came up. We saw, first of all, counting machine that used to, you go to bank, you see machine counting money, blah, 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 blah. Before we know what was happening, they brought in ATM. They started mounting it in every corner in our cities. We're excited because it made it easier. We don't have to go queue up in the bank again. I remember back in the days, you want to deposit maybe 500 naira or a little money, you might have to be in the bank for 2 hours on queue. because you have to wait for your turn. But the ATM solved these problems. Before we could say, hey, what's going on? The POS machines came. So it made transactions. You want to pay money, you don't have to carry loads of money. You don't have to come there and this counting machine will start counting, blah, blah. No, you just swipe, just, slot in your card, everything is sorted. Before we were even thinking of what is going on, it's no more slotting. Now you have to swipe. Once you swipe or you tap, guess what? These things reduced the workload for the bankers. And guess what? The funny thing, guys, I put it on the chart. The funny, put it on the chart. Funny. I like to see those who are still with us. Funny thing is, these days, everything is done in our phone. You make your payment, you make your transactions, you transfer money, you deposit money, you do all these things. I mean, right in the comfort of your bedroom, your kitchen. You don't need to go out there anymore to go meet any machine or POS or whatever. All these transactions, you do it every day without seeing the bank, without going to any machine. So guess what? Most of this, I don't know if any banker is here, but if you're here, well, sorry for you because you didn't see it coming. I know most of your colleagues were sacked. They'd have to lay off most guys because these guys are not needed anymore. And that is what is going on across the world. Yesterday, I shared with us how machine now is feeding the cows and the chicken. Just imagine that in the farm, the machine is taking care of the feeding, sweeping, cleaning, even blowing, whatever you can think a human being can do to animals in the farm. Machines are doing it excellently well. And so what becomes of the future? As we speak now, big corporations, the US government, big, first world countries are now planning, strategizing how they will spend billions and trillions of dollars to do what? To advance what? Artificial intelligence. Because what artificial intelligence is machine, it's all about machine learning, machine doing, robots taking over. They are already positioning to spend billions and trillions of dollars to advance it further. And so what it simply means is that we need to be prepared for the future. We need to start asking ourselves, what do we need to do? How do we need to cope? What is going to happen in the next 5 years? You get what I mean? In the next 10 years, how is life going to be? Let me remind you something some of us used to forget. When we say what's going to be in the next 5 years, you should understand that 5 years ago was just 2020. It seems like just a couple of months ago. You know what I mean? 5 years ago, 2020, you can still remember vividly what it was. Do you know that most of us, I'm not saying you don't think I'm trying to embarrass you, no, but you agree with me that most of us were broke in 2020. We didn't have up to 100 or 500,000 as savings. But funny enough, 2025, you do not even have even 100,000. By 2020, you had 100,000 or 500,000 in your savings as backup, your reserve. But as we speak today, I can assure you that most of us do not have such an amount in our, backup, our reserve, where you should, in case something comes up, we don't have it. And that's to tell us that, listen, guys, if you don't adapt, if you don't begin to think about, this information we're giving and begin to act on it, it simply means you might wake up in 2030 poorer than today. I'm not praying for this for any of us, but it's important we, draw your mind to it that some of us may wake up 2030, June 9 or June, what's the amount? Is today 9 or 10? June 10, 2030, poorer than today. We don't wish you that because it's going to get tougher as we march into 2030. But the question is, how do we survive? How do we cope? And that brings us to some of the trends we need to pay attention to, because there are things that will take over. There are things that will always be. And so, ladies and gentlemen, there's already a shift to the connected economy as we speak today. You might be wondering, what is connected economy? A shift is going in there. I'm happy that a lot of people are beginning to realize it. But have you also realized it yourself, my good friend listening to me? Do you know that a shift has happened to the connected economy. And also, there is what is called sharing economy. I don't know if you get me. Yes, you need to pay attention to this information, because messages like this, when you know it and you start applying it to your life, my dear, you will build an economy that will not lack money anymore, an economy that you will never be broke again. Okay, so this economy is basically both connected economy and sharing economy is basically the person to person economy. I don't know if you guys are beginning to understand what I mean. Right now, a lot of people have become billionaires and multi-millionaires because of this economy. Are you using it? Are you playing in it? Do you know it's existing? And do you understand that in the future, this economy will rather get better? It's not going to fade away. It's not going to go away. You know, like when we started talking about it some couple of years, 12 years ago, many people thought we were joking. But look at us 12 years after, we're still going strong and better and bigger and bolder. That's what is going on with us. Okay, so this economy, I'm going to put it in a little way you can understand, but I'm going to breaking it down as we go on. This economy is not that. I just want us to do this mind shifting. It's not just telling you about opportunity, do this, do that. No, we can say that and you walk away, but we want to draw your mind to the reality, because as I speak with you today, some of us today are not driving car. You know why? Because you don't have this information. If you knew it 5 years ago, you would have been, you would have bought yourself one of these SUV, powerful car. You would have been living good in the, nicest part of the town. I'm talking about you hearing me today. The reason why you're still managing in that your compound, you're not living in a nice apartment, nice neighborhood where the big boys are living, you know what I mean, is because you don't have this information. You're not applying it. If you know it and you're applying it, trust me, you will not be the same. And so if you want the next 5, 10 years of your life to get better, and not just better, but to be relevant in terms of creating an economy that is not going to go broke anymore, pay attention to what we're saying, okay? So this economy is basically focused on person to person. It is making people billionaires, making people multi-millionaires across the globe. So what is this economy all about? What is this shifted? What is this, connected economy and this sharing economy? And how can you and I be part of that, playing in it? Guys, let me cite 1 or 2 examples about some of this economy that, some of us, have not thought about. We see these things, but we don't understand how it works. So don't forget that the reason why you're lacking financially is because you don't know how money works. You don't know where money goes. Like today, you woke up today, you didn't know that there are sectors, there are people that money will go to them today. There are places, there are institutions, there are things that no matter what happened today, they will make money. And if you know it, my dear, you will position yourself there. I hope somebody understand me. If you would have it like me, I know money will be, let me put it this way. A lot of transactions went on today. Billions, trillions of naira, dollars have exchanged hands today. It must go to certain people. And when you know it, you position yourself in one of those sectors so that you too will attract the money. And statistically, let me even inform you, they've already done the research and came out with the result that every day there are 1,700 multi-millionaires that are added to the millionaires in the world. Hey, I'm talking about dollar. I'm not talking of naira, $1 million now is about 160 something million naira. I'm not talking about naira. Naira is, if you're a million in naira, man, you're as good as, how will I put it, one of the poorest guy in one of these first world countries. You get me? Because $1 million naira is nothing. It's no money. So this gentleman, these sectors is companies, people who discovered the shifted, the connected economy and the sharing economy. Now, another name this economy have been given, they call it, apart from people to person or people to people economy, they call it gig economy. call it crowd economy. Now, but then basically, with these companies you see out here, you know who they are. If you don't know who they are, let me give you a little explanation of who they are. Look at this guy's Uber. Uber came with boats. They redefined the taxi industry. Somebody thought about it, or some people reasoned it that, hey, we have a lot of taxis, men and women who are doing taxis, but most of them are out of their job. Because of what? The Uber came in and sent them packing. How did that happen? The Uber economy is an economy that the owners of this business who started this connected people-to-people economy, they are billionaires now, multi-billionaires in dollar. But do you know the funny thing about these guys? What did they do? They are just intermediary. They are connectors. If you know what I'm saying, can you type it on the chat, please? Type connector. Yes, I love that word. Connector. Connector, please. Connector. I like to see that. Connector. Yes, I like to, you need to understand what we're talking about. Because I want you to know that you too can start making, not just making money, you can be a multi-billionaire or billionaire because of this information. Thank you for that connector. Now, what did these Uber guys do? Uber guys knew that a lot of people don't have cars. Hear me? A lot of people like us, we don't have cars. But guess what? We would like to go out there with a car. We have a lot of functions, party, school runs, going to the village, going to the office, running around for businesses. But unfortunately, we don't have car now. And so there are people who have car. And these guys know that, hey, some of these guys that drive their car, they just drive alone. When they go to work, they have a lot of space. Because you drive alone. I hope somebody's understanding what we're doing. Yes, you drive alone in your car. And so these Uber guys thought, okay, I can be the connector. I mean, just imagine you are the middle guy, the middleman, the connector. You connect those guys that have cars. Say, hey, listen, Baba John, I'll connect you with some people when you're going to your office. Since you drive alone, you pick up 2, 3 guys, you pick some money from them. You know what I mean? You drop them along the way, just their bus stop, and you head over to your office. Look at that thinking. Guys, it's a smart thinking. You're not the owner of the car. You're not the people that will ride in the car. You're not the driver. But what happened is Uber started connecting people to people. Did you see that? People, car rider, car owner, car rider, car owner, and it became a multi-billion business. Not just for the Uber owners, the shareholders, but guess what? For the riders too, many of people have made billions and millions through Uber. Guess what? Amazon came in, guys. If you don't know Amazon, Amazon is an online shopping platform. Anything you want to buy in this world, Amazon will give you that. I hope somebody is hearing me well. Can you guys hear me? It seems like this thing is shaking in my ear. Hello? Please put it on the chat if you can hear me well. Put number 1.
Loud and clear, sir. Loud and clear.
Good. Okay, so the shaking, it doesn't matter. Okay, let me just focus on what I'm doing. So what did Amazon guy do? Amazon is not a manufacturer. He doesn't have one factory. He doesn't have anything. What he did, the guy sat in his computer. He knew that there are people that call, I want to buy shoe. You want to buy hair. Women, they want to buy those beautiful Brazilian, Peruvian, all those, they want to buy it. They want to buy jewelry. A lot of people want to buy something. But funny enough, these guys are working in their offices, they're in their shop. They don't have the time to go out there and go to market and begin to do the household. So the Amazon guy said, hey, listen, I'll connect you to the sellers of this product. Put it again on the chat, connector. I love that word, connector. I'll connect. You don't need to worry yourself. Just anything you want to buy, just use your phone. You don't need to just, with your computer, just type it and I'll connect you to those guys. And guess what? You buy your Peruvian hair, buy your shoe, even buy goat, buy cow, buy a wure, buy amala at wedu at what the begri. You don't need to worry yourself. You get me? Yeah. I mean, it's funny. And that's what this guy did. They connected people. I love that word connector, sharing. You know, they shared information about these buyers and sellers. And guess what? Amazon today, in fact, the guy that started this idea, I think he's the second or the third richest guy in the world today. I might not be too accurate. He's worth billions of dollars. And not just a lot of people who joined him. A lot of people had to join this guy. Millions of people, listen to me, millions of people joined him and started connecting people in the same platform. I don't know whether you know that most of those things you buy in Amazon is people that does that. People connect people. I know I've already I played in that sector too. For those of us who might want to know, you know, I have a shop in Amazon where, you know, I connect people to buy one thing or the other. It's simple and you make some money. It is an economy. You don't listen, sir. You don't need to own one shop. You don't need to be the supplier of the product. You don't need to be the man. No, you're just a connector and you're making money. What happened with Uber, guys? Facebook, sorry. Facebook is another powerful, you know, connected economy system. These guys, what did they do? They knew that a lot of us who went to primary school, who live in the same compound before, who work in the same company before, you know, because of human movement, human migration, we're moving, people are moving up and down. He said, listen, I'm going to connect you guys. I love that word, connecting, you know, sharing. I'm going to share your information to this guy, and I'll share this guy information to you. Two of you will connect, you know, your old palace where back in the days you work together somewhere. And what happened? People today are making not just millions and billions of naira. I'm glad today that there are those of us today in our community. You see them, they call them influencers, they call them content creators. What do you think those guys are doing? They're just connecting, they're just sharing. And guys, it is big business today. Connecting, sharing is something big now. The power of sharing, the power of connecting people, it's something you and I cannot downplay. It is so big. There are different sectors playing it. And listen, people are turning to multi-millionaires. Would you, listen, let me ask this question. I like to those. Would you be glad to share some information, some experiences you know you have, and you get paid on it? Can somebody put yes or no for me? Yes. Would you like it, sir? Yes, ma'am. I'm saying it. Would you like it that, you know, there's some things you already know, some information's in you, you know, sharing it to people and you're being paid? Would you love that? Would you be happy that, you know, you're giving people some experience, you know, what happened to you, what you did like last month, last week, and people are paying you for it? If you love that, can I see yes or no from you? You know, I like to see those who like that kind of stuff. I like to see those of us who want to experience it, because we're talking about a system that is making people multi-millionaires across the world. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to let you know that, you see, in the world of today, listen to me, I want you to hear this, that you matter so much. Your story is so important. You must know this, guys. That idea, that experience you have, that thing you know, if you don't know anyone, you need to partner with one so that you can have something to tell people and get paid for it. Am I talking to somebody? Yes. Am I talking to somebody? I want you to know that the world of today has made it possible. You don't need to work yourself to death, sir. Because the information you share to Mr. A, and when Mr. A take that information to Mr. B, and Mr. B take it to Mr. C, and Mr. C take it to Mr. D, and it goes on and on, you could be earning some money as people are sharing this information along. Does that interest you? That today, some of us have made 100, 200, 300,000 naira. Some of us made 20,000, some of us made 7,000, some of us made 40, 50,000 naira today. As a result of this, I've just told you now that I shared information. Listen, let me tell you this. I shared information. I told Solomon about my experience, what I know, a system that is paying me money. Hear me, oh, yes, and Solomon did not hold it. He too want to make money like me. Because for sharing with Solomon, I made a lot of money just letting Solomon know about this, and Solomon now becoming a part of it. I hope that makes sense. And then Solomon now say, hey, hold on. I know my neighbor, Abiodun Joshua. That guy is a wonderful man. I'm going to take this information to him. And so Solomon goes to Abiodun and say, hey, Abiodun, listen, I've got some things that will make you money and make me money too. I hope you like to hear it. I hope you love to be part of this. And then Solomon downloaded the whole information. Listen, this information, don't forget, in our world of today, it's not just visiting, no, it's what you can pick up your phone and just make a call. I hope you know what I'm saying. It's not going there. You don't need to go there in 2025. Trust me, you don't even need to spend time talking and talking. You could just send him one video and tell him to listen, hey, watch this video. There's something in it. I mean, you don't need to waste your time talking. And do you know you could just send him some message, or you could chat him up and say, hey, let's do some chatting. You get what I mean? Or you could say, listen, I'm sending you a link. I'm sending you a link just by 8 p.m. Click on that link and come in and, beautify your life and make your tomorrow good. You know what I mean? There are many ways of sharing, connecting. Your story matters. In a world of today, you don't hold your story, because as I speak with you right now, guys, they have created a lot of technology that has made connected economy so amazing, so awesome. That is why we have, phone. That is why we have Telegram. That is why we have WhatsApp. These are technologies that, they make so that people can freely share. People can freely connect. I hope you're getting me. Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. Hey, are you not aware that people are making money on these connected platforms? Don't you know a lot of people are sharing their stories, sharing their experiences, sharing what they know, and they're getting paid for it? And so wouldn't you be happy, ladies and gentlemen, that you also start sharing what you know, like I've been doing in the last couple of years, and I get paid every single day of my life. I'm making serious money every day, And the good thing is, you don't have to be there always, but you just have to automate it. You start it. You'll be the one to kickstart it. And then as it goes on, you keep earning money, and you will earn money for the rest of your life. Do you want this, ladies and gentlemen? Do you want this? If you want this, I'd like to see you type number 1. I'd like to see those of us who want to work less and enjoy more. I'd like to see those of us who would like to become multi-millionaires, who would like to enjoy this life. I'd like to see those of us who will want to have a business that is not location-based, meaning, man, if you love to go to your village and you're making your money, you love to spend 2-3 months in your village, you don't have to worry or think about it. If you choose that, okay, I'm done with Nigeria, I just want to go and live in Ghana for some weeks or I just want to be in Ghana for 2 years, you will not be worried, because you'll still be making, your business system is global, it's transnational. You know what I mean? Let's say you want to go on holiday, maybe your daughter or your son is inviting you to London. I mean, you don't need to worry. You go to London because you are connected in the connected economy. I love this. I love these guys. I tell you, I love, ever since I discovered this, my life has been awesome. I've been, no stress. Of course, if you see me, if you look at me, I'm not under stress. Life is cool. You know what I mean? Sometimes, I don't have to go out, but I'll just be with my phone or my laptop or my desktop, and, I'm making money. And look at what we're doing tonight. Just imagine all of us gathered here from different parts of the world. Imagine this kind of lifestyle. Nobody knows some people, even today, they wake up as early as 4, 5 a.m. They will go through traffic just because they want to make small, just small money, like 100,000 in a month. They have to go through this every day. In the morning, they go through hold up, through traffic. In the night, they go through traffic. At the end of the day, they pay them 80,000, and they've been doing this for like almost 1 month now, just to collect 80,000. And do you know some of us will just press our phone? We'll press phone. Only today we'll collect like 100 or 200,000. Only today alone. We didn't go out. We didn't face traffic. We just stay in our bedroom or kitchen, or you're lying down on your bed and you press some phone, forward some link, send some messages and all that. And they pay you like 200K today. Wouldn't you love this kind of lifestyle? And that's why I'm telling you, those of us who were broke 5 years ago, 2020, you don't have money. Only for you to realize that 2025, you're still broke. You don't have that kind of money. You don't have to play that old game again. You have to play in the connected economy. And so, ladies and gentlemen, let me show you a powerful connected economy. It may not be Uber. Yes, you might not have to go do Uber, or you might not have to go to Amazon. You might not have to go to Facebook or whatever. But there's one I will show you that you may choose to be part of us, because it's all part of this connected economy. And so our partners, Alliance Motion Global, with the business opportunity of Economy Designer Business Plan, is introducing us to their own system of economy. And this system is so close to you because, as I told you earlier, we have branch offices in Nigeria, but of course, that is for the fancy, because everything will have to be done from the home with your phone, okay? Yes, with your laptop or your system, whichever way you want to do it. And so, ladies and gentlemen, our system is introducing us to a very simple platform where we can share our stories and we earn a lot of money through it. I want to introduce to you a system that enabled me in the last 12 years plus, going almost in a couple of days, I'll be 13 years doing this. I've been sharing my stories. I've been telling people of my experiences, how wonderful things happen, having contact with this company and all that. Not only have made millions out of it, but I've also empowered, a lot of families, thousands across Africa, not just Nigeria. Well, as I speak with you today, guys, I know I have a record over 1,000 people just because of through me, just sharing this story. These guys are multi-millionaires across Africa, across the world. And so tonight, I want to show you that simple system that will help you. You begin to share your story with your neighbor. You share with your colleague. You share with your church member. So, guys, listen to me. People to people, person to person economy. There's no economy like that. If you know it, you have it, you will never be poor anymore. Because the human economy, person to person economy, will never go out of place. As long as humans exist, this economy will always be. And you will continue to share your experiences. And the more you share these experiences, the more you share your story, the more you know that your story matters, so that anytime, anywhere, my dear, even when you pick up your phone, you'll be conscious of the fact that you need to share your story, because your story makes you a lot of money. I hope somebody understands this. Like I'm sharing with you tonight. What I'm doing tonight, I'm not wasting my time. At the end of tonight's presentation, this will bring me thousands of naira, and not just tomorrow, not just this month, not just this year, but even next year, next 5, 10, 20 years to come, it will be making me money. I hope you know this. This experience we're sharing tonight. And so, ladies and gentlemen, let me show you that simple system, and let me show you how it works, so that you too can start sharing your story and start getting money. I hope you're with me. So now we're going into the cocoa of the cocoa. What is the cocoa of the cocoa? What you will do in the connected economy of what? Economy Designer Business Plan. I hope somebody understands this. Now, guys, this system says, just imagine This is you. Put your beautiful face on that place. You see my face. Yeah, that's the photo you see is just an AI generation. I know some of you will look at this man and say, that's a very handsome man, but that's not real. This photo was generated by artificial intelligence, by machine. Imagine, he even created more finer photo of me. Yes, that photo you're seeing, put your photo there. You can as well tell AI to create your own photo, and they will give you beautiful photos. I mean, awesome. When people see them, they will be saying, man, you're too beautiful, you're too handsome. A lot can happen these days. So, guys, put your face on that place and just see yourself like you're already a partner, especially those of us who have not partnered with us. Don't worry, you'll soon be a partner after this presentation. But right now, see yourself like I'm a partner. I'm already in this business. Of course, project your mind to that you're already part of this because you're about to start making millions and millions every day and every week. Okay. Now, watch this, guy. This system say, now, if you're part of us, you see, you know about us, you're already part of the experience, you're part of the story, you understand everything about our business. It's in you. I mean, it's already the knowledge you have. You know what I mean? Yes. So now the system say, hey, can you share, can you connect two friends and tell them about this experience? Can you let these guys know that, hey, there's a platform that pays us every day that you two can start sharing your story with people? And so this system say by the time you go out there or you send those messages or you send out those links or you chat people or you engage yourself in some of these WhatsApp group and send out some photos or some videos or whatever, and these guys are interested to be part of this, experience, and you're able to get two of these guys. Our system say we will place them, look at this, graphically on the system. One is going to be on your left, the other will be on your right, making it two. So it's binary plan, binary system. Two guys under you because there are two spaces you have to fill up. There's no third space. So don't worry about the third one. Okay? But can you share with more of your friends? Yes. You can share with more of your colleagues, even those of your church members or the people you pray together at the mosque and all that. You can share with all these guys. You know what I mean? But the good thing is, only two, the first two stays on top. Any other person you're getting goes under that two. I hope that makes sense to people. So it's a business. You see, you're supporting one another because by the time these two guys, you get people and feel under them, well, are they going to make money too? They make money. I don't know if you understand the system. Yeah, the system say you make money too when people, place two people under your own two space. You make money in our system. So what happens here is when you do this simple, sharing or connecting, the system say, hey, listen, we're going to thank you. That thank you is 20K. Hey, I don't know if somebody is getting this message. Just imagine this, and you share with this other colleague or neighbor or your sister, your friend, and you get another 20K, guys. And then the system says, hold on, this money is connector commission or bonus. That's the name we'll give it, okay? Well, we'll give you more. Because you've made it two, you didn't stop at one. You didn't share to only one of your neighbor. You went for that to share with your church member. And that's why these two guys are here with us. What happens is we're going to match these people. Simple thing where we, pair them on system or not be for outside. We'll pair them on system. And then what happens here is we'll send you another 7K. So altogether, for just engaging these two guys, you've made yourself 47,000 naira. Believe you me, when I saw this, I was damn excited. This has never, I've not been experiencing this in my life. I was like, I mean, is it just two people you need, or you want me to go and pack people for you? Because getting two, when you say I should get two people, it's like an insult. Because that's what I can walk out there and get you two guys now. But is it possible I pack people here and they all start making money like me? Now, ladies and gentlemen, you can do that, but guess what? Unknown to most of us, listen to me. I didn't know that this simple thing I did 12 years ago, when somebody told me that time that this thing will pay me up to 500 million, 600, 700 million and all that. I would never in my, listen, in fact, I will tell that man or woman that you're the biggest liar in this world. Nobody has ever lied like you. Even be that a pastor, because there's no how I would believe that this simple, transaction of talking to or inviting, sending link to two of my friends will make me such money. Nothing will make me believe you. In fact, if you mention that, I will make sure I dissociate. I will never be your friend anymore because you're a big deceptor. It's my mindset. Because what I'm saying this is, some of you watching this now, 47,000, you look at it and say, oh, 47,000. But guys, this is multi-billion. It's going to make you, this is a simple task. It made me hundreds and hundreds of millions and millions and millions and millions. And guess what? It's still making me millions. It's not stopping today or tomorrow. Guess what? Person to person. Don't forget that. Person to person. Connected economy, sharing economy. If Jeff Bezos can make you and become the second richest guy, billions and billions of dollars, that's what he did. He made money. It's a connector too. I hope you guys understand this. And so this system said, wait a minute, this money is matching bonus. But how are you going to make millions out of this? Watch this space, guys. Watch the screen. The system say, imagine you've done this simple task of, connecting or sharing this experience about the connected economy with, two of your friends or your neighbor, and you've gotten that money and the matching has occurred. Hold on. That's simple. But wait a minute. What happens here is this. Remember, these guys also want to experience the same thing you have. Ayo will go out there and do what? And share with his own people. Maybe colleagues, maybe his old boys association, or maybe his church or whatever. He goes out there and he engages two of his friends. And guess what? Ayo too smiles to the bank. He gets paid. What happens to this other guy, Ada? Ada goes out to her church and immediately and quickly say, hey, Tom, Ade, I have something I want to share with you guys. Would you mind, picking my call by 10 p.m. or would you mind I send you a link? Would you mind I invite you to a Zoom meeting? These are simple tasks, simple thing that will change your tomorrow forever. I hope somebody here is understanding me. And so tomorrow when you're sending a link, when you have to buy data to call somebody, my dear friends, be careful what you discuss, because at the end of the day, the information you're sharing might end up making you, or it will mar you, to make you poorer or richer. So you need to know that. I understood this 12 years ago, and I started sharing wonderful information. I don't just post anything. I don't just test or chat anyhow. Money must be made. That's what I know. And so guess what, guys? Tom also made his own. Ada made her own money. But remember, if not you, there won't be Ayo, there won't be Ada. So our system say, hey, this is the millions that will start coming to you. How does that millions come? I want you to see this. Now, looking at this black arrow that goes down, it has divided the group into two. And so the system say, as this business progresses, as this connection goes on, as this sharing goes on, because let's be real, you and I, listen, you might be, just imagine me up there that I connected Ayo and Ada. Trust me, I don't know who Ayo may connect. I don't know how many persons he may connect. The same applies to Musa. I don't know how many people Musa might tell the story or might share the experience tomorrow. But the system says, listen, you started it, and for the fact you started it, anytime a new partner comes in, joins this experience from the left and on the right side, just like these two guys, left and right, that earns you 7,000 naira. When you see another on the left and right, that earns you 7,000 naira. I mean, it's awesome to think that this can be possible. Remember this experience you just shared, maybe a text message, or you just made a phone call for like 10 minutes and all this is going on. Guys, what is going to happen here? Just let me show you how millions started entering my account, because I didn't know what Musa, Ayo, Tom, I didn't know that these guys can take this thing further than I can imagine. And so they too had to do the same or even more than me. They started connecting, they started sharing with people because this is going to go with you. Imagine all the friends you and I have every day. Imagine those names on the phone. Trust me, most of us have 500, 1,000 names of people on your phone, yet you are poor. Imagine that. And never you forget that we're existing in a country where, as at the last count, 220 million Nigerians. We're about to count another census. They are projecting that we're already 250 million Nigerians already. And this is a place you're sitting. And I tell you, there are over 8 billion human beings on this earth. And they have platforms where you're connecting them on WhatsApp, on Facebook, on Instagram, every day of your life. They give you access to millions of people, and yet you're poor. Come on. You think God will come down and give you one briefcase with millions? Those days are gone, my dear people. It will never happen again. The days God sent manna direct, it's gone. God placed you in the midst of people. Listen to me. God created technology. God made it available for you. That's why you have a phone. That's why you can connect on this platform. That's why the moment you finish now, you have people on your WhatsApp, you have people on your Telegram, you have people, all these connections are going. But the question is this, guys, what are you sharing? What story, what experience are you talking about? Hear me, because some of us do not know that the world have changed. The new marketplace is this social sharing platforms. It's a new market. Every Dangote, name them, or Zenith Bank, GT Bank, name all the top people you know, top organizations, Amazon, Uber, all of these guys, they are all using this same social media platform. They all come to share their story. They all come to share their experience. That's why you see that place is always engaged, very busy. It can keep, listen, if you're not careful, social media can keep you active for like tonight before you sleep, it can keep you 2-3 hours, keep you busy. If you know what I'm saying, type number 5. It's very busy anytime. Even when you wake up by 2 a.m. and you click on your social media platform, my dear, that place is always very busy. It doesn't sleep. Put it number 5. Ladies and gentlemen, anytime you handle your phone, anytime this gadget is in your hand, think like business smart entrepreneurs. Like, always ask yourself, I should make money. How much? I need to make some money from this. Because your story matters. Now imagine you are part of this system and you decided on your own. I mean, you decided that, hey, listen, since I'm not a politician, I'm not a pastor, I'm not, because we all have our calling. Listen, we all have our calling. Let me tell you, if you are like Musa, Ade, or Tom that is sharing this story like us, do you know not just you're getting 7,000 anytime, one on the left, one on the right, you get 7,000, one on the left, one on the right. This will keep flowing and flowing like that all week. But do you know, by sharing this experience, this story with these guys, and they also coming with you, you have enriched their life. You have empowered their life. You know, you have brought God closer to them. You're part of those doing humanity work, reducing poverty and reducing joblessness among our society and all that, because you have empowered these guys, and not only have empowered them. Now imagine when these guys will now take it beyond you, because I tell you guys, that tool you connected first, you can't tell how far these guys can go. You know, before you know what is going on, you will have hundreds of people underneath you. Before you say, hey, they will turn to thousands of people underneath you. And ladies and gentlemen, this is how 7,000 will be rolling into your account from left, right, every day, morning, afternoon, night, midnight, back, front, forward, center, up, down, everywhere. You'll be receiving this money. Even, oh my God, imagine this coming into your system, and it's not going to stop. It's not just for 10 years or 5 years, but this will go on for the rest of your life. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for a system like that. I mean, just clap for this kind of system. Put your hands together. I want you to jam me. And even if you're not seeing me, I'm not seeing you or whatever, jam your hand for that. I just want you to jam your hand for a system as simple as this. Listen to me. All we're going to do in our entire lifetime, like all we're going to do this year, is to connect one or two of our friends in here into this system. That's a few friends, a few connections. What we're going to do, because you don't know everybody. But the good thing about this life is, you know A know B, B know C, C know D. And so listen to me. What happened to us is, before we say Jack Robinson, my dear, money started flowing into our account. Imagine you getting this every day, guys. It's awesome to experience this, because you will experience it if you join us. And how do you experience this? The frequency of you having more of this 7,000 coming in depends on your seriousness on how you are sharing this story, this experience of economy designer business opportunity, economy designer lifestyle opportunity, luxury lifestyle opportunity. I mean, big money opportunity, depending how you take it further. Ladies and gentlemen, that could be putting 49,000 every week into your account. And I tell you, that's about 210K if this goes on every day in your life. Imagine that you've set up a system like this. I mean, look back, let's look at this system. This is what we're talking about. You're not the one who's going to do all the connection. Nobody, you don't even have the power. Nobody have that power. But you're going to connect a few friends will connect a few friends, and the next thing is this, guys, this money will be rolling into your account every day. What if the thing like gets like, oh man, it's no more just 7,000 daily, but it has now doubled or tripled, you know what I mean? Just imagine that it tripled like 21,000 daily, and that's about, guys, 630,000 every single month. Tell me, if you're earning this kind of money, I mean, wouldn't you be okay in Nigeria? Wouldn't you be good? And let me tell you, this is what some of us discovered, and we changed our future. We saw it, we understood it, we knew that the human person-to-person connection, human person-to-person interaction will never stop. Rather, technology will make it easier for us. When I started it, I wasn't doing this kind of Zoom connection. There was nothing like that. Zoom was not existing in the world 12 years ago when I embarked on this journey. But I knew that as the years goes by, technology will make our connection easier. I knew that. I saw it. When I saw Facebook, I knew, man, great things are happening. Look at it today. Technology, not only AI as even coming to be, listen, a time is coming when you won't be seeing me in Zoom like this. Trust me, we are getting to that. Artificial intelligence is doing that already. It will be the one talking to you. Think I'll be here? I won't be here anymore. I'll be enjoying myself. Why? Because AI will be doing this talk. You see this meeting I'm doing today, this Zoom? No, AI, I'll just give it to AI. And funny enough, you will think it's me. It's not me. You won't know it's AI talking. They will put my face there. You will see my mouth moving. You don't know that it's machine talking to you. I'm excited about future, guys. I tell you, tomorrow is great. Technology will make person-to-person connection easier, better. I mean, I don't know. You know, when I look into the future, I know a time will come when I want to call Coach Vera. Coach Vera, I don't need to handle my phone because, trust me, this phone is getting heavier. A time is coming in future. If I want to call Coach Vera, I want us to do a Zoom meeting, I'll just press the air. I'll do ping, 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 and Coach Vera will appear. I know somebody will say it's magic. It's not. The human possibility is inexhaustible. And if you know it, that's why you must pay attention to this information we're giving you, because we saw it and we knew it's going to get bigger. And so many of us listening to me today, my dear, all your contact you are building over the years, if you are not converting them to money, to millions of naira, woe betide you. You must understand that all these connections you're making, the people you went to school, the people you work together, all those names on your phone, man, you're entitled to millions and millions of naira every month. Because imagine you connect them to this system and you're getting 42, which is about 6 of this matching, and that's about 1.2 million every month coming to you. What if the system goes so viral that you have some fantastic guys who are not sleeping, they are always on their phone, they're always on their laptop. You come to Instagram, you see them. You come to TikTok, you see them. You come to WhatsApp, you see them. You come to Facebook. These guys are connecting people here and there, bringing them into this experience, and suddenly you saw yourself, you're earning 210,000 every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, we are talking so much money, 6.3 million naira. This will be your income every month. Now, guys, I want you to type on the chat. Type it on the chat. Connection is powerful. Type it if you understand what I'm saying. Yes, I didn't do any magic. I don't know a lot of people, but the few guys I know, I connected them. And I'm still trying to connect the few guys I know. And the few guys I know, I will always connect them. And that's how the system blew up. Is there anybody here with me? Yes.
Hello, HF. Can you people hear him, or is it from my own end? Can you hear him? Because I can't hear him right now. Let me see. I think, oh yeah, oh my. HF has been thrown out of the room by network. I can't understand this happening for the very first time. My goodness. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it has been an awesome time coming from the boss himself, all the way from USA, just to add value to our lives tonight. I don't know about you. It has been so awesome. It has been so impactful. I don't know about you. Trust me, I know he's going to return back here to come and round up, but are you excited about what you are seeing? Are you loving what you are seeing? Are you please, if you're excited like I am, give me number one. You are excited. Me, when I saw this finish, when I attended this presentation, and I'm like, please, somebody tell me that, there's more to this, because I can't understand that somebody will do something as simple as just connect somebody and you are making money. And me, I've been toiling year in, year out, always leaving behind my bills. I don't know whether anybody is feeling what I felt. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know. This is the best time to be alive. HF will say this is the best time to be alive. Because we are doing the list of the things we normally do. The list. Just connect people. Please, these people we are to connect. What are the requirements to connect the two people? All right. Just don't worry. HF will return very, very soon. I'm very, very confident. It will soon be here. But I can also answer your question. Once again, you say, please, these people we are to connect. What are the requirements to connect the people? You don't even have any requirements. All you need to do is share some, just show some people love, show them love. Just show people love by sharing this good news with them. Share this good news with them, because trust me, a lot of us are working so hard, yet we have little or nothing to show. Here, you don't even, this is the opposite. The opposite is happening here. You do little or nothing, yet you are handsomely rewarded. Which one do you want? Please give me number one. Give me one. How much are we paying? HF will soon get. How much am I going to pay? HF is already back. Welcome back, sir.
Oh yeah,
Welcome.
thank you so much. I was thrown off, but I
Oh,
just
sorry about it. Sir,
yeah.
sir, there's network problem you.
You
This
said
has hardly ever happened.
you said what?
I said, do you people have network problem too in US?
Why not? What happened? What happened? Of course, I didn't know humans. What happened now was the light went off. Yes,
Oh.
it's raining now heavily. There's a storm, so the
And
light
the light has come back.
it went off and came back immediately. Of course, that's where they are better than us. They know how to.
Oh
Their
my.
system has gone better than. Sometimes we experience this kind of. We see the light go off, but immediately it's back.
Wow.
So when it came
Welcome
back,
back,
I
sir.
just have to
Welcome
put
back,
on my
sir.
system, on my internet, everything. That's why the delay. But good to have you
All
back.
right.
All right. So
Welcome, sir. Welcome.
yes, thank you, my people. So I think we'll spend a whole lot of time. But the good thing is most of us have come to understood what we're doing in this business. I should be rounding up now, but let me see. Just don't want to keep us waiting too long to get my slide and all that. Uh, okay. Okay. We're almost wrapping up. Let me share my slide. I've gotten it. Let me just wrap up. I don't want to keep us waiting too long. If you're still here with us, type number one, please, guys. Type number one. Type number one. If you're still with us, sorry for that disruption. Yeah, sorry for that. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Yeah, thank you for that. Lovely. So, imagine you earning this kind of money, and the good thing among us, guys, just like I was trying to tell us the fact that you see, most of these your connections you have built over the years. Just imagine all the contacts you are making every day. Please never you play with it, because in the world of tomorrow, not just today, those connections are going to pay you money. Whatever you want to sell, whatever you want to be, or whatever, you need those connections, because life is all about people to people, person to person. And so never you neglect or never you downplay the power of person to person. It is so powerful. It can change your life, especially if you have this kind of connection where you are partners with us, this kind of system, and you're sharing your experiences every day, sharing your stories every day. Your story matters. You must know that. So you watching people, like I see a lot of us watching movies and all that. Why are you watching people even on social media? Every day you spend 2-3 hours watching one people doing comedy, doing skit and all that. My dear, you are wasting away your life. You should be the one they are watching. Don't you know you have a story? Of course, if you don't have a story, partner with this kind of business and have a story to share, because they should be watching you. People should be, seeing you and all that. And that's the way to make sure that you're part of our system that pays out every day. Our system makes sure you get your money wired, you withdraw it to your bank account. You do it not once a week or twice a week. Please, whatever money you earn, you get it every single day. You withdraw it. You don't need to wait for next week. No, we have that system. No time frame. Yes, of course. We're not saying you, oh, you have to get your two. If you don't get your two, you miss out, or you don't have that. Okay. But of course, you need to be fast to get your two as quickly. Within a couple of days, you get two guys, and then teach them, show them what we're doing, bring them into a community like this so that they too will see that it's free. There are a lot of us that are part of this all over the world. No inventory. Take note of this. You don't have
Wow. What's happening again? HF is muted.
Oh, you can imagine that, and I'm blasting.
Oh, you are muted.
So sorry for this, please. I didn't know. All right, so I'm about to wrap up, please. But I just have to show you this 1 year income potential. What can happen to you and I if we decide to take this connection sharing business very serious, like I did, because within a couple of weeks, I was already earning millions and millions of naira, connecting my friends, sharing my stories, my experience with them. Now, imagine, if you can understand how simple this is, you get your two guys and then you end that matching bonus. Well, usually just matching bonus to make this income potential. Now, see what happens the next month. If this happens within a month, but I tell you, that can go on within a week. These two of your guys, these two people or two friends you connected can as well do the same thing within the next month or within a week or 2 weeks or thereabout. But the good thing is when they do that, they also will earn their money. Yeah, the first two guys will earn their own 7,000. But what about you? The system say because you're still the guy who started it, that means these four guys have joined in now. The system will match them or pair them. That will give you two pairs, which is 7,000 times 2, 14K. By the third month, guys, see what's going to happen, or by the third week, because this can go on weekly. 8 guys will join because these 4 guys share with these 2 of their friends and they got 8 of them. That's 28K for you. Now, it's starting small, but guys, watch by the time you're getting into the first 6 week or 7, 8, 9, 10 weeks or 10th month, imagine if you play this game and within a year, 12 months, you are the proud owner of this kind of money. Listen, will 24 million change your life in a year, guys? Let's be real. If you understand what I'm saying, type number 1 on the chat. Type number 1 again. Yes, if you know that 24 million, but listen, there are risks. Sometimes these our friends might not be able to connect 2 of their friends. Some of us might go overboard and connect like 3 or 4 of their friends. But imagine if this did not play out the way we, thought we were going to get the 24 million and we end up getting 50% of this money. We are talking about 12 million plus. That's not bad at the end of the year. At the end of 12 months, listen, then, man, even if we go just 25% of it, we're talking about 6 million plus in 1 year. That's not bad because I tell you, if you can quantify that money, you will understand that it's a lot of money to earn 6 million in a year. But listen, man, this system is so good. It's here for you to be part of. It's here for you to play with it. Once you partner with us, you become a live member of this business opportunity. You're like one of the shareholders, and this business is transferable. It's something that you can pass as a legacy to your family, to your children, or your loved ones, like your spouse, But the good thing is this, guys, this opportunity will help you to empower people. Having joined this opportunity, I've shared this across, I've used it to empower a lot of people today. I'm glad that those families, not only that they are good, but man, they've made millions upon millions, and that has practically changed their story, changed their life. And so for you to be part of this opportunity, this is what you're going to invest in this business, just 69,990, and that will give you a membership, lifetime membership package. What are the privileges? As you can see on the screen, it's a lifetime privilege. One is you have a business that pays you daily, 24 hours. That's yours. And then you have access to get our products anytime you want it, but then you enjoy 25% discount. Whenever you want to enjoy this product of ours, we're not forcing you to get it, but if you love it, guys, you will, have it at 25% less. For those of us who will say, well, I have friends I can sell to, where you put in that 25% or more and sell, then you have your free website, of course, customized with your name. It's there for you. Okay. What again? Free coaching, free mentorship, training, all this. You don't pay for them, but guys, you will enroll into a Millionaires Academy where you will be trained on how to make millions and live the best of life. What about the vacations and yearly overseas trip? You enjoy this. But the most important thing here is, guys, this gives me lifetime membership. Imagine that. Your business will build across the world. It's not just in Nigeria, because as I speak with you now, I may know John, and John's brother is in UK. John can connect his brother, and that his brother can connect his friend in France. In fact, his friend in France can connect another of his classmates in South Africa. That's the power of person-to-person connection. It's so powerful. And so, ladies and gentlemen, imagine this is yours. But again, this system goes further to say there are ways you can make more money. I don't know. I mean, we're talking about, serious money moves. What does that mean? There are ways you you can enjoy this part of business and all that. So the simple thing you need to do here is just use our products, of course. Yes, share your experiences to friends and family and earn every day. I mean, it's as simple as that. There's no big deal in this. This is just you living your life, but just changing your narrative, changing your story, changing what you discuss. You get every time you have to share with a friend, you have to make a call, you have to send message, you have to chat, you have to send a link and all that. Be very intentional to know that, okay, because I'm part of this, I'm going to share about this, and do that with, ease. Not something what you do with much effort, do it with ease. But the good thing, guys, I want to show you how this system, will make you not just a millionaire, but it will give you the kind of money you never imagined in your life. What am I talking about? The system say, okay, why not? Okay, before you go now bringing your friend, do you know that space under you, you can pay for it? I mean, those of us who want more, I tell you, there are those of us who like, man, I don't mind getting like, half a million, 500,000 every day. I don't mind working for it. I have a lot of friends. I know a lot of people. I belong to a lot of organizations. I know a lot of contacts and all that. Those kind of people will say, well, is there a way I can take up these 2 slots? Absolutely, you can. The system permits you. So what you just do is just fill up these 2 of you under, you, because this is you. In the system, it's 3, but it's 1 you, because you're 1 person, but it's you. So you're earning times 3. And so what happens to you is you begin to see yourself maximizing. Just imagine when it goes to maximize, think of that, and you're getting it 3 times. That's about 630 per day. But you see, guys, at the end of the month, 18,900,000. But you see, let's also factor risk that we, invest in this business like this. Just go for, 3 accounts, which would take us not about 239,000 or thereabout. Small money is not so much, or 200 and something thousand you put in here, and then you invite your friends. But imagine if we now say, okay, let's consider the risk. At the end of the day, if I'm only making 10% of this money, guys, we're talking about 63K every day. That's not bad. That's at all. This is what is going to be happening. 63K every day. But even if it goes so bad, as it gets so worse, that you're getting 5% of this, it's still not bad for you and I. Okay? So it's all about you understanding that, hey, you can get more. You can now build generational wealth. How do you do that? Ladies and gentlemen, you don't only end with just 3 accounts. You can, go further to say, okay, I'd like to have 7 of this. Wow. Just to think of that. I like to, since this is a lifetime business, since I know that, hey, I'll keep connecting people even after 2 years, 5 years, it's not going to end. Because mind you, you're still going to be going to churches, go to schools, go to market, go to play. You're still going to be meeting people from now till the end of time. So it's something you're going to be doing every day. Why waste those contacts? Why waste those opportunities to share your story and let your story pay you? If you have to be on Facebook, Instagram, why waste those time when you can share your stories? Share what you do, your experiences and all that, and let people be part of this. And this can be getting you this kind of money every single day. Imagine this money, 1,470,000 every day, 10,290,000 in a week, and then 44,100,000. Trust me, many of us will say, oh man, of course, this is too much. They will get so scared that, this guy, if this guy give you this kind of money, they'll start saying all kind of things. But you see, to play it safe, we'll look at, okay, the worst scenario. What is the worst scenario, my ladies and gentlemen? Just 10%. Just imagine that. A worst case that, okay, I mean, you don't get to be scared of the millions, but think of, okay, if I'm getting 147,000 every day, That will still make you millions at the end of the month. That's awesome. It is powerful. And so, ladies and gentlemen, with this, I've come to the end of my training. I would have loved to go further, but I don't want to keep you waiting. But what is the conclusion of my story? My conclusion of my story is this. You're hearing my voice today, and you're going to hear it next year, next week, or next month, or next year. I've been saying this for the past 12 years. When I saw this system, it blew my mind. I tell you, I've never seen anything like it. I was out there frying akara because that's what life has reduced me. It got so tough, so terrible, out of job and all that. Trying to survive myself with my wife, then we got a space somewhere in Lagos. We're living in the suburb around the Yanoipaja. We're, not so fantastic with finance. Things were so rough, but we're fine akara. And when this message came my way, I attended the business meeting. Guys, I was invited, like, I don't know who invited you. I went in there, and I mean, the whole narration, look at the whole story I've been telling you, it sounded awesome. And I look at myself, I say, hey, I know a lot of friends, I know a lot of people. I thought about the church where I worship every Sunday. There are more than 50,000 people that come in there every weekend to worship there. And I said to myself, I can make more friends there. And I thought about my past. I was in primary school with some people. Some of these guys, I don't connect with them anymore. And I started thinking, where are they? And I started going to Facebook to look for them. My secondary school friends, my university friends, all these guys, I need to search them out because there's a platform where I could see them. And so I started playing with this. Within a couple of days, guys, when I started it, in just less than 2 months, I've earned over $1 million. Within 3 months of getting it, I bought a car. Within the next 6 months, I bought another car. I mean, the whole thing changed. Money started flowing from left, right. I mean, it's crazy. It's something else. And I want you to know this, guys. I don't want to bore you with all my stories of how my life changed. But one thing I want you to know before you leave, whether you like it or not, listen, you're already existing in a place where over 250 million are existing. You're already part of 8 billion people across the world. There are systems, platforms, technology have made it easy for you. And the funny thing and the good thing about life is whether you want it or not, you'll be meeting people every day. You're connecting people every day. It's either you begin to tell your story or you begin to tell other people's story. You must do one of these. If I were you, I'll choose to share my story. I'll choose to share my experience. I have been doing this for the past 12 years. It gave me a life today. I live in a country where I desire. I would have been in Nigeria like you, but I chose to move my family to United States of America. Why do I do this? Because I want better things. I want better life. I want where they could live without being harassed, without a kidnapper taking them, without one ritualist trying to turn them into money, without a whole flying on bad road and all that. That does not mean we don't have a system, but guys, we have to help our system. I hope you get this. But the fact is, you have to be alive to do this. And so, if you want something better, you want a better life, because in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, you will be connecting with people. You can't stop that. And so, join us and begin to share the story. Share these experiences everywhere. You never can tell. Somebody you will, somebody who has been praying, you bring this message to, and that will change his life or her life. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you for your time today. But the best you can do for us and for your own self too, and for humanity is please take this message further. Don't keep it to yourself. Even if you don't want to do it, share with somebody. You never can tell. That person might, come in and tomorrow he will come to appreciate you for sharing with him or her a wealth creation information. So let's spread the good message and let God help us. But for you who wants to join us, please, very simple, contact whoever that sent the link to you. Someone must have shared our link. Someone made you to be part of this wonderful Zoom call. Please go back to that individual and tell him or her that you're interested to become part of us. You want to be a partner and you want to do it quickly. So you do that with that individual. That person is going to be your sponsor, and he or she, of course, is going to be your first coach and mentor, because it's going to give you further and more information on who we are, what we are, our product, everything about the system, and then you also will start being part of the experience. So thank you for your time this evening. I appreciate you. I would have said, let's do more, but I don't want to keep you waiting. I know you have a lot to do tonight, but please don't go to sleep without making one or two connections. You never can tell. Post it everywhere.